You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV South Park After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV South Park After Show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another South Park After Show. Before we get started, I just want to show you guys a cool pic of my girlfriend.
Oh, dude, she's so hot.
She's hot.
Wow,
Check
Phil,
out that.
She looks a lot like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
She's so hot.
Hell yeah. She
Where
does
is
look
she
like,
right now?
you know. Yeah.
She's hanging out. She's in the booth, you know?
She's a busy woman. Busy woman. Anyway, I am Phil Svitek, joined alongside Kylie Hodges.
Thank you, Phil.
I love the fart at the end. And Stephen Lemieux.
Hey guys, good to be here.
And we have a newcomer.
Yep, better late than never. I'm Roya Taheri, rocking it out.
Welcome. Tonight's episode is called The Hobbit. It is the season finale of season 17. I loved the title right off the bat. Apparently you guys could not tell by my screaming that it was because I hate The Hobbit and I hate Lord of the Rings, and so the title, because they were going to make fun of it, to me was amazing right off the bat.
The little twist that they added to it or made it, yeah, I agree. I wasn't expecting it to be based, you know, I was expecting it to actually be all about the Hobbit movie and all of that kind of stuff.
I thought they were going to keep the costumes from the Game of Thrones series. Like, I thought they would go, like, Middle Earth. Medieval Earth. I don't know what I'm trying to go with here.
Middle Earth.
Yes.
He just wanted the wizard, Cartman in his wizard hat, huh?
Yeah, I thought they'd go that way, but apparently not.
And Kylie, what about you?
I loved it. I mean, yeah, I definitely thought it was going to be a spoof on the actual Hobbit, and I was kind of expecting Butters to be the Hobbit. Or, I'm sorry.
Butters was already Gollum.
Yeah.
We've already had Butters as Gollum. That's why they...
But it could have been a continuation or something, you know? I mean, right, because they were making fun of Lord of the Rings initially. Now it's this, so.
I mean, it would have been funny, but it would have been something for last season or 2 seasons ago with the first Hobbit movie, where you have the season finale be a big build up to see a dragon and they don't show the dragon. Like, I could see that be a spoof of the Hobbit. So I'm glad they took it in this direction. And
well, it was so topical. Just right off the bat, they took women's self-image. They took Kim and Kanye.
Bound to.
They took Britney. So many things that we've been kind of talking about all year, and made fun of it.
I'm glad.
Let's talk about Kanye and Kim, because
the return of Kanye, the recovering gay fish.
Yeah.
Aquaman. No, I have not met, I have met Aquaman and I've hung out with Aquaman, but I don't know him like that. But he is a nice guy, I will tell you, because I have hung out with him.
And he's a recovering gay fish.
He's a recovering gay fish. I love that he's wearing the fucking costume. Pardon my French. I didn't. Yeah.
Yes.
But did you notice how every time he showed up in the episode, he had a new article of clothing added to the costume?
Because he's a fashion icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at first it was just...
Well, he just recovered.
Oh, okay. By the final scene, he had on like a mink vest, all those chains.
That's true. It was added on. That's a good point. Yeah, definitely.
But,
I was like,
but the whole premise of Kim being the Hobbit. It's just, how do they come up with this crap? And I love that they didn't show her as, like, Jersey Shore had Snooki as, like, this beast, and they showed it. But, like, the fact that they don't show a cartoon South Park-ized Kim makes you look at Kim in person and be like, oh, she's the Hobbit. Like, they don't need to cartoonify her because she is the Hobbit. That's what I really like.
Yeah, I don't know if it's more insulting for them to be verbally abusing her or to actually have put her in the show and then have an image of what they so-called thought of her as the Hobbit.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Like, it works because Kanye's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had it just been them talking about Kim looks so good and she's not, but because of Kanye being so explicit about it and his phone calls like, yeah, wait, don't... Bitch, how you not a Hobbit?
Yeah.
And, like, doubting himself.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I mean, you got to tell me, are you a Hobbit? Because I'm going to look like an idiot right here.
Especially when he's looked like an idiot from, again, going back to the him being a genius episode. It's a nice tie back.
I mean, that's got to be. I mean, I don't want to. We can talk crap about Kim on this, right?
I mean, they made fun. Yeah, everything's open now.
They've opened the door. I mean, Kanye West, he's a very influential person. He's totally batshit insane, but he's an influential person, and he has his pick of the litter. Basically, he could choose any one he wants, and he went after Kim. And now it's just kind of funny because she has that huge image of being this beautiful woman, and then you do see the pictures of them now after they've had their baby and everything, and you're just like, she's not that good looking.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that. So you just think she got less cute now that Kanye's in the picture?
No, I mean, I think
she gave birth to a baby.
She gave birth, and ever since her birth,
like,
I mean, she's gone.
Too stretched.
I mean, just calling it how I see it. I mean, she went from being attractive with makeup to being still unattractive with makeup.
But was she ever, this will tie into the whole Photoshop though, was she ever attractive, or was it just Photoshop and makeup that was giving her that whole attractive look to her and not the pregnancy?
Well, that's the thing. We can't really say that, can we? Because all of it is media. Like, her whole image was media, and it's reality shows. They can do whatever they want, and so much
The Hobbit
makeup.
is based on a reality show, a fantasy show about little people.
Keeping Up with Kardashians.
I really loved when Kanye was reading the bedtime story to Wendy, and he talks about the little Hobbit wanted to be even a decent human being like Beyonce, even though she couldn't sing like Beyonce. It's like, yes, you hit it on the head. Kim Kardashian is not really talented at anything.
Yeah. And when he interrupts the Pope, and the Pope, I loved how they made the detail that the Pope knew that the Hobbit doesn't glow, his sword is what glows. And he's like, bitch, are you the Hobbit or not? He calls him back to make sure. I was just like, it was great little details that they throw in.
I like that they threw the Pope in as person of the year, though.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the Pope's pretty awesome. He's a fucking cool dude.
Time did just name him man.
Yeah, and like from like every article I see, because the past like 20 years of life, it's always been reading a story on the Pope has always been like, what did he do this time? And not like
He's
this
kind of a jerk, guys.
Yeah, this Pope, you're kind of like, oh, another story about the Pope. What cool thing did he do this time? So I'm kind of happy with that.
I just like how they put him in the position of Taylor Swift.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely.
So their point of view of Taylor is on the same level, maybe, in their opinion. Who knows?
Phil, you're quiet.
I'm basking in all that was genius of tonight, and none of it was Kanye. And none of it was Kanye. I mean, I just loved it. All the references, and just the mythology. Knowing that we're heading into Hobbit comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's so timely of like everything. Like, bitch, how you gonna fight a dragon with your dwarf friends?
Now she rubbed a Quiznos.
Are you sure you're not a Hobbit? You smoked that pipe by the fire, right?
And again, just making fun of the Bound video when that's so topical right now.
God.
At the same time, tying it back to the Hobbit. It's just to me, it's brilliant.
You're tired
it's happening.
of loving, with no one to love. And the mumbling in the background.
When you were singing that just now, I just pictured you and Phil being in that video. Really,
No, that would never happen.
really upset my
I do.
We all have nightmares now.
I do a comedic video with other men.
Oh,
But not with Steven.
not
Ouch.
Steven.
No, it's not because of Steven. Steven's a good-looking man, but his self-image, and he's jelly.
Oh.
My man is jelly.
You're jelly.
Have you seen the pictures of Phil online?
So cute.
Now I have it.
Dude, I'm not jelly. I'm a hater. I'm a hater.
Straight up hater.
Straight up hater.
I think after this episode, I'm never going to look at Instagram pictures the same. So
Because of all the filters?
Well, because it's all these selfies, and I'm like, oh my God.
Selfie
How
just
many
got added to the
filters?
dictionary, by the way. So they kind of
word of the year.
real fast. I want to talk about the reference to Britney. I again, just so many cultural things tying to it. So Britney's "You Better Work, Bitch."
Yeah.
You gotta work, slut, whore.
I love the outfit she came out into, Lisa Berger, when she came out in the whole Britney outfit, but she just was in the black chains, and I was just, oh God, I didn't know where she was going with that, and then she started singing the song with the background. I was like, yeah, okay, I get where you're going with this. It was just like a Photoshop gym.
It's so brilliant in that what Wendy says to him. She's like, you guys are so full of your own shit that you believe your own, I mean, this is a direct quote, you believe your own bullshit. And it's like, I mean, you see these celebrities that are overweight and wearing these really skimpy outfits, but then they see the pictures of themselves and they're like, oh my God, I look so sexy in this.
But the problem, but here's the problem, and I want to pose this to the females, because okay, you know, you're supposed to have a good self-image of you, and that inspires change and things like that. So you know, you want to think positively of yourself. That's a good quality, right? And yet, it's just so twisted. Go.
It's making fun of delusion, and you know, I mean. Like you were saying, all these girls change their pictures so they're proud of themselves for the qualities that they don't actually have.
Well,
No, go ahead.
Well, it's because every girl has like insecurities about the things that they have. Like everyone has insecurities about themselves. Like, oh, I wish this, I wish that.
Yeah.
But the truth in this episode too is that everyone notices what's the word I'm looking for? The inadequacies in other people. Like, everybody kind of notices it. Like, you can look at someone and be like, oh, you could change this. Like, everyone does. They just don't say it because it's rude. It's like, you have tact, you're polite. You don't say things like that. And you like to like people for who they are, not how they look. I mean, yeah.
Steven doesn't.
Yeah. But
Steven checks your Instagram photos like, I can't be taking pictures of these people.
Like this. I'm not going to double tap that picture. I wouldn't double tap that, but
oh my God!
But that was the beauty of it, is that Wendy is the one who fought for this fat girl. Who's like, you know what, you should ask Butters out, but at the same time, she's the one who knows all the inadequacies of everyone around her and calls them all out on it. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know, you can pretend to be the nice person, but at the same time, when you tell the truth hurts. I don't know.
Roya, I want to hear your take on women's self-image.
Well, I mean, everywhere you look, there's either you gotta have good self-image or just Photoshop it type thing. You know, like Dove has that new ad. Well, it's been out for a while, but the whole average curve is the new in. So it's a huge topic. I don't know. I keep thinking of the whole the YouTube video of the Photoshop, which I was trying to tell you guys about it earlier, but if you haven't checked it out, it's Photoshop spelled with an F, and they just make Photoshop, just like South Park did, look amazing. Like it's a makeup thing. You just apply it, and you're golden. You're golden.
It's crazy.
Adobe is what they call it.
I hate... I mean, I deal with headshots all the time because, as you guys know, I'm a photographer. I deal with headshots. I see other people's headshots, and I see other people's works before and after, and it baffles me sometimes. It's like I use Photoshop to take away like blemishes and things like that, but I see people who will just like change so much, and it just makes them look like a different person. Yeah, they look better. I mean,
but the question is,
they look better.
But they don't look like themselves. Like I don't get it.
And then that would raise up the question of why would they need to do that unless society is the one that's forcing it down your throat to do that?
Well, I'm not saying it's not. I mean, if you're going to get booked on something like that, I guess that works. But when you show up to an audition and you don't look anything like your picture, I mean,
awkward.
And where do you draw the line then?
And then it's the same with online dating nowadays, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh, that brings catfish
I don't know
into
anything
it.
about that, I guess. Huh?
I like, to me, the funniest part was like, hey, check out my hot girlfriend. Like, the girls are standing in front of you, and you're like, did you see the titties on that one?
He's like hooked up to her. He's like, look at my photo. This is my girlfriend. Not
he
even
doesn't acknowledge her existence. Yeah.
It's cute.
Come on, we do that, though. Us guys do that.
Yeah, but
in this day and age, guys do that.
Yeah, but again, it just took it to a whole nother level where, like, you know, I would hope that, Steven, you don't just do that where you walk around with, you know, whoever you're walking around with, be like, hey, check out my girlfriend on this photo.
I know.
Totally Photoshop that, but, you know, this might,
I know what you mean.
I just can't, I don't know why, but this episode just keeps ringing with me. All these inspirational people that you see on the internet now that are like, they're clearly very beautiful girls promoting like good self-image, but they're like, but in order to have a good self-image, you need to get yourself to look like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's all these girls on, like, Twitter.
You gotta get in a comfort zone.
Yeah, and they're
but
like...
to get to that, you have to do something else.
Yeah, they're like, I'm gonna get you in shape so you can think that you're pretty. Because you're not pretty right now till you get in shape with me.
Yes, exactly. There's so many of those people on Instagram and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hashtag skinny life or whatever. Anything you look for that and you look in that category, you'll see that. And like, it took me this long to get this way and I feel great. And you're like, all right. Great.
I'll pose this question to you
Sorry,
ladies.
that got a little off topic probably on my part.
No worries.
Our bad.
I'll pose this question to you ladies. Okay. Was Butters an asshole?
No, I don't think he was an asshole. I think he was honest and upfront. A little rude, but honest and
definitely
Yeah, his
upfront.
approach was a little.
Definitely rude.
But at least he didn't laugh and be like, no, and then
To that point, I thought when Carmen said, like, hey, guys, don't make fun of her, I thought perhaps he was going to be like, he actually liked her because he's like, she's ugly because her face looks like it got hit by a shovel, not because she's fat. Which I love because it goes back to him being insecure about him being fat.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, every time they show her character, she's like,
Where was Kenny in this episode? I just realized he wasn't really in it, was he?
He's off
Right.
being a princess.
they photoshopped Kenny.
He's still in Japan.
Yeah.
With hearts in his eyes.
Princess Candy. Oh my god.
Kenny-chan.
Yeah, his self-image is through the roof.
Her. Self-image.
Her.
Yeah, her.
Well, it's a him. It's his self-image of a female.
The Red Robin wedding. That was insane.
I think this
trilogy.
was a great episode to have after that trilogy as well.
It was very lighthearted, and just anything you bring Kanye into, because this guy has not stayed out of the news. And every time he's in the news, it's because he's making an ass of himself. And I love it, because it's enjoyable to watch.
Let's talk about the ending. Because, because that's what we're left with. It's just her clicking mass email. Here's my picture. She looked hot. Just kidding.
While crying.
Because she gave in.
Well, it's your integrity. You're
Unexpected
breaking it.
ending for a South Park episode of that kind too. I kind of thought it would have a funny twist.
Yeah, somehow them. Well, I guess I didn't expect. I wanted more. I wanted more, but I was happy with what
we
the whole
got.
episode. Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, we all collectively, when it was done and the credits started rolling, we went, "Oh, it's done."
It felt like Hunger Games. We're like, that's it? That's it?
I mean, it's interesting, though, because I can't really think of a better ending, though. Like, that's the thing. It's like I can't think of a way they would have ended it that would have been satisfying.
I just feel like there's a lot of South Park episodes where they all start to realize that they're all idiots at the end.
Yeah.
You know, because the town is all kind of full of idiots, and there would have been some sort of realization, like, oh shit, we all don't look like those pictures. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So I'm not a writer.
Yeah, there was no like big. Well, the Kanye was the big speech. You know, typically you get like Stan, like, hey, you know what, and or Randy kind of coming to realization, and it was Wendy's episode.
No, go back to your question when you asked us if we thought Butters was an asshole for what he did.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Stan was more of an asshole for what he said.
Oh, God.
To go
I need an updated photo.
Yeah. I haven't seen an updated one. Can I have one?
I thought the question was fair. The intent
Was not. Because they didn't just
Still,
want a
out of the
photo.
two, and plus you can never go wrong with Butters. I think Butters is adorable.
All right, guys. It's been a great season of South Park. Real fast, let's go around. What was your favorite episode of this season?
Actually, I really like this one. This would have to be my favorite.
Okay.
I like the 10 years of Van Halen.
Okay.
I'd say this one as well.
I really like this one. I'm trying to think of the first couple because they were enjoyable.
What was it called? Sorry, I can't remember the episode I'm thinking of. It's the one where he's the martyr, right?
Taco.
He's getting fart in his mouth.
Yeah,
That's the one I was thinking of.
That one was a great one.
Yep.
That one was a great one. So as we wrap out the season, just one last time, my girlfriend.
Check out Phil's
Dude, she's so hot, man. I'm jelly.
Want you guys to know. Applications to Jelly School are being accepted on Twitter, at Facebook, Instagram, at AfterBuzz TV.
Dude, Jelly School is coming to California. I'm so excited.
So if you know anyone who's jelly that needs to go to school, sign them up. Steven, where can we find you?
At Stephen Lemieux, or check us out on the Sleepy Hollow podcast coming back in January.
Roya.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hey Roya. Love you.
You can
Are you
find
sure you're not a Hobbit? You sure?
Yeah,
No, that's Kanye. Kanye's not a Hobbit.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Kylie Hodges and my website KylieHodges.com.
And I've already said everything about AfterBuzz. We'll see you next season for season 18, baby.
Wow.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Those are the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.